Huskies back again with more Seattle Bobcats GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we had a very disappointing playoff run. Ran into the behemoth that is the Chicago Blackhawks, and they swept us 4-0, clean sweep. Like it was just that wasn't even close. We shouldn't have even shown up. We should have just stayed home. Won the division only to get swept. Pulled the Washington Capitals. Anyway, in terms of where I want to go with the team, I'm at kind of an impasse because I like Tyler Johnson for that second line role, but I don't feel he brings enough offense, and offense is where we struggled at. Come playoff time, at least, that's where we struggled. I don't want to make any rash decisions in terms of my team, but Kyle Turris is a good fit. Like, he's got solid defensive stats, he's got good faceoffs, he's a playmaker, good offensive awareness, high poise. I am interested to see what he put up point-wise, because he plays Ottawa? He put up 64 points in 82 games, so he outscored Tyler Johnson. He's probably a first-line player, too. Tyler Johnson was a second-line player. Although Panarin did lead the team in scoring, so take that for what it's worth. Now, if I want to sign Kyle Turris, as you can see in the bottom, I only have $5 million in cap space. I would have to trade somebody. Now, the popular opinion that I didn't think of, but I really like the idea of, is trading Tyler Myers. Myers is the top 4 defenseman, 86 overall. He was a minus 18 at one point. Like, no matter where I put him, he struggled. I've never had a season where Tyler Myers excelled for my team, like, over all the years of NHL. And I think I can move him and get a decent return. I've gone through and found a decent amount of teams. I'm kind of defaulting back to Dallas because, well, they're Dallas and they don't tend to make good deals. I know a 1-for-1 goes through. I'm going to try to get a 4th. See if that works, and that does. Alright, so now I can spend the money to get Kyle Turris, and my top 6 would be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm interested to see the guy on the chopping block in the top 6 is Nikolai Ehlers. He's a low elite, so it's pretty much a crapshoot in terms of what he turns into. I want him to progress because I want to use him and kind of keep my top, like my Line A Ehlers combo going. But I would also like to put, and I don't want to overpay too much, so we'll go with that, and we'll see if we get Kyle Turris. There's a couple defensemen I want to sign that I know that I'll have the cap space for if I sign Turris. I think the big one was it Jared Cowan? It might be Jared Cowan. Alright, so I got Kyle Turris. So let's go back to free agents. Let's see how much cap space I have. I have 2.9 in cap space, so I have a lot more than I thought I did. Yeah, Jared Cowan was the big one because he's 27 years old. He wants 2.5, which is a lot for a third pairing defenseman. He's a defensive defenseman. But at the same time, because I don't have to trade a defenseman, I could possibly look for a different. I mean, these are all defensive defensemen. He's an offensive guy, but Andre Mazzaros, these guys are all on the older side. Chris Weidman actually might not be a bad one because he's got good defensive stats and his offensive stats can help that 4th line. I'm going to throw Weidman an offer because I feel like he'll sign. And then what I'll do is I'll sort by potential and kind of refill my prospect pool here. Try to find guys that are on the younger side. Just so I have some players to work with come draft day. You know, work some trades maybe. Maybe I can include these guys in like a deadline deal that brings a veteran over that can play in the 3rd line. Something like that. Because adding up these prospects, you can get a lot of value out of them. Yeah, alright, we're best where they're worth anything. Pretty much just young prospects with NHL potential levels are really what you want. My defense took a hit. Wow, Cam Dineen to Washington. All right. I think I'm gonna sign everybody else. I'm not gonna make any more moves. Okay, Chris Weidman. That was the one I was worried about. I think that's everybody I wanted to sign. So I'll go ahead and sim the next season. I want to see what I want to see progression. Like I want to see if Line gets to 190, which he should. He's a high elite. I think that's what I have him as. I think I edited him to put him as a high elite. I also want to see if Ehlers gets any better. I want to see that third line progress. Rantanen, Lowry, and Patan. It's a beastly third line. If I can keep them there, like I want them to progress, but I want them to stay third line roles. I feel like I'm asking a lot there. Jimmy Lodge, cool. These are all the RFAs I offered, just to kind of refill my Xavier Quillette. Not bad. Don't know how to say your name. Henry, something. Brennan Kitchen. Kachon. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how I'm gonna set these lines up, because right now my top 6 is line. I have 7 guys for my top 6. Scheifele, Line, Turris, Johnson, Panarin, Ehlers, and Oshie. So I have 7 guys for my top 6. I really don't want to move Johnson to the third line, because then I'll break up that third line. See, like, I want to use these players, but at the same, like, so I'm attached to them, so I don't want to deal them. I don't have any interest in Quentin Howden. I want to stick with that third line. I want them to stay there. But if I put Tyler Johnson on the third line, he's obviously going to get unhappy because he's a second line role playing third line minutes. But then I move Lowry down, he gets upset. But Tyler Johnson playing with Mikko Rantanen and Nicholas Patan might be the best to get them going, because I think Lowry's topped out. I think Lowry's probably the guy on that line that can be replaced. Are there only 91% of our season tickets sold? That's kind of unfortunate. Figured we'd sell more. Alright, come on. Come on, get me to my... Are we a champion still? We're a contender. I want us to win the Stanley Cup. Alright, well, let's get right to the point. Alright, so let's go to my roster moves and see what I'm working with here. I would love to see some like big time progression. Line's an 88. Alright, not bad. Ehlers is still an 85. I don't see a lot of progression here. Calvert's an 82, Patan's an 84. Rantanen's probably in the minors. Yeah, Rantanen's in the minors. What about goaltenders? Still the same. Is he still a backup? Yep, he's still a backup. That's good because he's signed for 1.6 or 6 years. Alright, so I think one more year, and because Laine's what, 21 now? He's 20 years old. High elite, so he'll get... And he's had good seasons, right? Like, he hasn't struggled. 60 points, 55... I mean, so he's struggled a little bit. But if I look at in the system, Brendan Lemieux's an 83 overall. You know, I might... Brendan Lemieux might be the replacement for Rantanen, because Rantanen hasn't progressed at all. I know he's only 21, but Lemieux's shot is disgusting. And he's a power forward with... Kyle Connor's down here, he hasn't done anything. I might throw them in the minors for a year and see if I can... So I think I'm going to call up Lemieux for that third line. I'm actually gonna... Who did I sign? I signed Weidman, so I'm gonna send down Postma. Kopp is still here. 73 faceoffs. What was? Do I call up Connor? Do I play Connor on that fourth? I think I'm gonna play Connor on that fourth line. So let's do that. I mean, Rantanen's only 21 years old though too. Like, these low elite guys are so hard to figure out what they're gonna do. Same for Ehlers, man. Like, alright, Alright, so if I best lines this, what do you give me? You put Kyle Turris on the second line, which he's a first line player, he shouldn't be there. Do any of these guys have face-offs? No, none of them have face-offs. Fuck. I mean, Oshie at center makes sense. I put Turris on the first line, and I'm overdoing the first line. Well, I want Panarin on the first and the second line. Alright, so wait, let's, so line A's a first line forward, so those are all first lines. These are all second lines. Depth forward, second line. I don't really care about that. Adam Lowry, 77 face-offs. So who do I have scratched? I have Kopp and Calvert scratched. So I'd have to call up a defenseman. I like this Lemieux, Johnson, Patan third line. I'm just curious how Johnson's going to take that. Same with Lowry. Although he might be okay playing in the fourth line because he's the third line checking forward. What did I say I've scratched? Kopp and Calvert. Do I want to start Kopp? Like, I don't feel like Kopp's going to do anything either. Boyd Gordon's stats are starting to dip. I think I'm just going to send Gordon down, actually. Go to roster moves. Yes. That Rostolavic kid. How old are you? You're 21, but you don't. Your defense sucks. You shoot the puck hard, but you just don't. You don't bring anything to the table. Aside from your still fucking 96 speed, goddamn. His defense just isn't good enough. Quentin Howden's a two-way forward, not good enough. Joel Army is a playmaker. I think I'm just gonna send him down. Call up Quentin Howden. Call up Howden and Postma. And I'll send down Gordon. There we go. I think Callan Foot's got another year in juniors. Alright, so let's best lines the AHL. Let's see if I can get this figured out. So, Slavic. If his defensive capabilities were better, absolutely I'd use him. But he's an offensive-oriented two-way forward, which doesn't really work. Chase DeLeo. Top 9, top 9. I'm actually going to put you up here. See if I have anybody else. Defensively, I don't have any. I don't. Right, he's not here. Callan Foot. I don't want to accidentally scratch him when he's. Okay, no, he's not. Goalies. Yeah, doesn't matter. Oops. Defense. Top 6. Okay. God, I would have loved to kept Rantanen up there, but he's just not. Maybe the minors will do something for him. I doubt it. He'll probably get too unhappy down there though. Best lines: Connor, Lowry, Howden. Really, Howden over Kopp? 81, 73, 80, 85. 82, 77. Yeah, I'm putting Kopp in there. Kopp's a center too, so. So again, this team looks sick. I just have to get the right players on the right lines. I think I'm giving Ehlers one more season to progress, man. If he doesn't progress this season, he's gonna probably get the boot. I think Patan's a better playmaker than Ehlers is. Oh, Ehlers got 91 poise though. Alright, so 4.5, 5, 5, 5, yeah. I mean, Patan's almost there. Patan shoots the puck better than Ehlers does, doesn't he? Yeah. I think Brendan Lemieux's gonna light up this third line though. I really think he is. I'm hoping that Oshie's 67 faceoffs are enough to duo right there. I don't know how this fourth line is gonna work. Face-offs hurts the defensive category so much. These guys have decent defense, but they're so low because of their low face-off rating. Alright, and then defense we have Bufflin and Jones, Trouba, Morrissey, Sherratt, and Weidman. Sherratt's only like this because he's his morale. Oh, he's happy now actually. Tell you what, man, Sherratt might not get used. We might use Postma instead. A two-way defender with probably the same defensive capabilities that Sherratt has. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Postma instead. Go with Paul Postma, that third pairing. Morrissey and Trouba are both a little bit elite, but they're both top 4, top 4, top 4, top 2. Surprised Jones isn't a top 2, considering 90 overall. I want Bufflin shooting the puck because he shoots the puck fucking hard. Alright. So yeah, these are the lines I'm going to roll with for the season. We'll see how that second line does. Oh, actually, I want Panarin over here. I want Lemieux over there. Everybody on their shooting sides. This first line is set up for line A to score like 45 goals this season. As long as Shifley doesn't take them. Because Turris isn't going to score. He's got better face-offs. Ooh, actually, I'm going to put Shifley on the wing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Who's my captain? Because it's not going to be Tyler Johnson. It's gonna be the future of this team. It's gonna be line A. Shifley is an A and Bufflin is an A. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, Patrick Laine is the captain of this team. Tyler Johnson, you were here for a year. I don't know why I made you the captain. Alright, 17 minutes. That works for me. Oh, I want to go look at my trade pool. See what I have to work with here. This Coxhead kid might end up being a deadline deal guy. So Callan Foots is 78 at 19 years old. 96 shot power, 99 wrist shot power. Dude. Whew. He's going to be nasty when he's ready finally. Hopefully that's next season. Coxhead's got pretty high trade value, so yeah, that might be a... I've got a lot of just no-name guys that I can move. And what do I have for draft? I have everything right, draft pick-wise. I have 2 firsts, 2 a second, a third, and 2 fourths. Okay. Yeah, we might see a realistic deadline deal where I bring in like UC Okinen or something for that third line. But we'll figure that out when we go. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed. I know I've taken an interesting route with this team, I think, right now. Definitely focusing on offense more than defense, but I gotta figure something out. Let me know what you thought of my lines. Who I should look to keep an eye on. Like, should I look to move Ehlers at the deadline for a better second line forward? Do I make a move with that Coxhead kid to bring in a veteran? Obviously, it depends on how the team's doing, but some preliminary ideas would be nice. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the start of year 3.